welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the USC Trojans, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Conley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on second down. And wings it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Branch. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on second down. Dumps it off in the flat. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He wants to throw here on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They'll run the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He's moving out of the pocket. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
From the gun, running back on the move. The Trojans have enough for the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Quick strike complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Campbell. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. It's Owens. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. He's going up top. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He makes the connection. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Got a wide-open receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Defense not showing press coverage. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this.
And he intercepts it. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Offense facing fourth down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. He's going to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, USC.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Afterburners coming. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Wisconsin is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been jumping around since the first whistle. They're up 14 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And the Aggies trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
To the air, it's Reed. Gets away. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive, but if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack and now back yourself up and make it harder.
What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Campbell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Calls his own number. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Reed. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's Branch. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Dropping back, it's Reed. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting
just steamrolling his way through. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. Find some fresh air. Open runway ahead. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Conley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game.
He's going for it all. Snatches it on the right. All kinds of running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Campbell. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
To the air, it's Reed. Buying some time. He throws one to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy...
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 10 over Wake Forest. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On second down, wants to throw it. Finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Conley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
Winning those individual